Hi folks. Yeah, welcome back. Final Fantasy X time again. I know it's not my usual streaming day today, so I don't expect everybody out of the regulars to be here. But they're not going to be missing much, so we're just going to be doing some farming and some grinding. I was going to be doing it anyway, off stream, off camera. So I thought, hey, may as well do it with you guys. Is everything working okay? I just had to change a few things around after streaming Final Fantasy VI. Yeah, just to clarify then, this is an extra stream so that Final Fantasy X wasn't getting too neglected. But on Friday, I will be back again at the usual time with more Final Fantasy VI fun. We're going to continue our playthrough with that. And we'll see how we go today. You know, whether I come back next Wednesday as well for another additional stream for FF10. But we're pretty much at the stage now where I'm just doing a lot of endgame farming and grinding. So much of that I can do off camera anyway. So even if I don't get the streams in, you know, as I say, you guys aren't losing out really. Apart from the community, which is really the reason that I've put this additional stream in. It's great to chat to you folks as much as possible. Yeah, we've got a great bunch around here. A lot of legends. Okay. I can see there's been some conversations in chat already. Apologies for missing those. But yeah, good day to you all. Thanks for stopping by. It's going to be more of a chill stream. You know, it can be a little bit monotonous going through the grind of FF10. Yeah, the spheres, Brendan, just seeing your message there, mate, are very tedious. Now, I won't really be focusing on that today, if I'm honest. What we're going to be focusing on is capturing fiends. And we need to capture fiends to unlock everything in the monster arena. And we need to unlock everything in the monster arena because that's where the various grinds are going to take place for powering up our party. So let's go ahead and get ourselves to the Calmlands. At least then I can see what it is I've done. I have done a little bit, but not a lot in terms of grinding and stuff. Or farming or capturing monsters, whatever you want to call it. Morning, Simodaz. And Shadow. Hello, mate. Oh, yeah, good to see you, Matthew, as well. Praise be to Yevon. Yeah, it wouldn't be a traditional Final Fantasy X stream without you popping in with that little phrase, mate. Hello, Quintin. Ah, yeah, good to see you. I'm doing very well, thanks. It's a little bit miserable here in the UK with all the rain and stuff, but apart from that, there's nothing to complain about here on my side. Icarus, good to see you. Okay, so one thing I have been doing a little bit of is just collecting some of the bits and bobs for the celestial weapons. Now, I have done some videos, as you guys know. So, I've got the stuff for Tidus's celestial weapon. In fact, I've already got the celestial weapon. We've got the Moon Crest. This is for Yuno, I believe, isn't it? So, we haven't got the Sigil yet. Mars Crest, still need the Sigil. Saturn Crest and Saturn Sigil. This is for Kimari. So this was the video I put out yesterday, the Butterfly Hunt, which was really annoying. It took me a day or so to get that done. But it's done, so I'm happy. We've got the Jupiter Crest and the Jupiter Sigil. This is going to be a big grind. This one is for Waka. And then we've got the Venus Crest and Venus Sigil. Another one I'm glad to have done because the Sigil here is the one for Lulu that required dodging a bunch of lightning strikes, 200 to be precise. And then the Mercury Crest, and we're just missing Riku's Mercury Sigil, which I believe is in the desert. So that's the Cactuar stuff, which got to motivate myself to get to that. But I feel like this is going to be once I finish, one of the best runs of Final Fantasy X I've ever done. I really do. I haven't had chance yet, Dark, if I'm honest with you, mate. I've been so busy, I haven't really watched anything on YouTube the last couple of days. So apologies for that, but I will get to it. Yeah, normally, you know, on my last Final Fantasy X run, I did beat Penance, which I think was the first time I've ever done that. But I'd never, even on that run, collected all of the celestial weapons. So I still feel like I haven't mastered this game. And of course, there's a bunch of trophies I still need to get for the Platinum. So I'm looking forward to getting all that done, even though it's going to be a bit of a grind. Yeah, a lot of people are saying morning, some people are saying afternoon. It is afternoon for me, it's just gone 2:30 PM. But obviously that depends on time zones and stuff. So good, whatever time of day it is to you guys. Hello, Holly. And Tom Ducan in California. Thanks for joining us. And greetings, Chris, Snake, and Soph, and J-Man. Yeah, how you doing, Art Blast? Yeah, the Cactuar stuff can be a bit annoying, I'm going to be honest with you, but we've got to get it done. I mean, some of the stuff that we have done hopefully means that the rest is just going to be, you know, a bit grindy, but something we can actually know we can achieve now. Yeah, by far and away, the annoying quests in this game are the 2 Chocobo races, the Butterfly Catch, and the Thunder Plains Lightning Dodge. Now, some people stick Blitzball in there as well, and I understand that because it's such a grind, but it's not difficult, it just takes time. As long as you invest the time, it's pretty much a guarantee, that one, to get the sigil for Waka. Whereas the others can really demotivate you to the point where you just can't do it. So the fact we've got those out of the way, I'm very happy with. Okay. Oh, one thing as well I did get... I did get Anima. I don't think I did that on stream, so I'll just mention that to you guys. Yeah, that's it, Shadow. I'm too old now for that stuff. I've got to get it done, but yeah, it could be quite painful. Yeah, we'll see, Quintin. I normally stream for about a couple of hours, so we'll see how much we get done in that time. Hi, Dave. How you doing? Yeah, I haven't had a chance to play it too much recently, Art Blast East 8. I do want to get back into it, but I've been working on some of the tricky side quests in FF10 to make videos and stuff. And that's taken quite a bit of time. Even though the videos are few and far between, because of the side quest being annoying, it does take quite a bit of work. Plus, with my actual real-life work stuff as well, it's just not left enough time for East 8 recently, but I do want to pick that back up again. Yeah, you managed to get it sorted, have you, Brendan? Oh, you've done it. Brilliant, brilliant. Oh, yeah, Annika. And Welsh Rabbit. Right. What I want to do is just see which enemies I have captured so we know where to really make a start on today. So I've done Besaid, just to clarify, in case, you know, you might be new, and that's fine. With the monster arena, we need to capture fiends out in the world because that unlocks other monsters in this particular category, which is area conquest. There's a locked category, which is species conquest, and there are original. So to unlock enemies in the area conquest, as you can see, I've only unlocked 3 right now. We need to capture all the fiends in the actual areas of the game, which makes sense. Now, you only technically need to capture 1 of each fiend. You can see I've captured 10 of each for Besaid. The reason why I've captured 10 is because you need 10 of each fiend for the final original monster to unlock. So, we might as well just get the grind done all at once, though. We only need to capture 1 of each in order to unlock the area conquest fiends. So, hopefully that just explains things a little bit to you guys that are new. Kilika, I've done that, as you can see. So the Highroad, I believe, is next. Yep, I haven't done anything there. Have I done Macalania? Wow, there's actually 2 creatures in Macalania I need to do. I am shocked. I didn't... Oh, there's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 that I've missed. Where have I missed those? It's alright. I haven't purposefully gone to Macalania to capture fiends. I just equipped my capture weapons while I was doing the butterfly hunt. And those are all the enemies I managed to capture just while I was doing that. So these must be from Lake Macalania, which I think are all lumped in together with Macalania Woods. So that's probably where I need to go for them. So we've got the Highroad. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to go there. And how are we on Thunder Plains? Yeah, I need to go there as well. Okay, so let's start by focusing on the Highroad, Thunder Plains, and Lake Macalania. Okay. The Stolen Faith Cavern is actually really annoying because a lot of the fiends there are rare. The Ghost and the Tombury in particular are gonna be a real grind. So yeah, this is definitely one of the more grindy areas of the game, if I'm honest with you. But obviously, you know, it's something we need to get done. Yeah, that's very true, Dark Swordsman. As well as capturing all the fiends that we have to capture, we can't get the final original fiend to show up in the monster arena until we've beaten... I actually think we need to beat all of the other monsters from the area, species, and original list. Right, okay. Off we go to the high road here.
Here we go.
Yeah, did you guys know there was originally going to be a world map in Final Fantasy X? Like a proper world map that you flew over with the airship. But unfortunately, due to, I believe it was time constraints, Square couldn't get it developed in time, which is why we ended up just getting that list of locations. But yeah, that would have been pretty awesome to actually have a traditional world map, I think. What do you guys think? Yeah, Dark, you have got the Platinum Trophy for this game, which you collected recently. Is that right, is it? Did you actually get the Platinum? Or have you still got a couple of bits to go for it? Okay, so let's take off the Oh. I've sold all my armour. Whoops. I probably should have kept something for Waka, but that's no problem. Let's just check we have indeed got our capture weapons. Yep. Yes, we have. I'm actually thinking, you know, I'm going to bring Unit in. And the reason for that is we need to start powering up Anima to help us in the monster arena. So even though I'm not really grinding for sphere levels right now, just a few extra here is just going to come into its own, I think, a little bit later. As we move Unit around the sphere grid, that will also power Anima up, you see. Yeah, I just want to show you guys, look, I have got... where is it? There it is. The Celestial Weapon for Tidus. Not going to be using it because we're capturing fiends. And I've also got the Celestial Weapon for Lulu as well. And for Kimari, but I haven't collected it yet. I've got the stuff for it though. Okay, right. So I'm just going to bring my list up so I know which fiends we've got to capture. Now, you can count. Remember, you're going to want to capture 10 of each while you're here. And you can, like, jot it down on a bit of paper if you want to. Or you can just do what I do, which is a little bit lazier, and just wait until the game tells you that you've caught enough, basically. And it would be an ambush, wouldn't it? Yeah, congrats, Dark, and thanks for that, mate. No, Brendan, there's not really a need to do that. I think most of the stats for your Aeons are going to max out just by taking Yuna through the sphere grid, if that makes sense. So there's really no need to do it manually by giving spheres to the Aeons themselves. Hang on, guys, I've just got to sort something out. I apologise for work. Be as quick as I can here. Okay. Yeah, it does take a while, doesn't it? I don't think I've ever maxed out the sphere grid in any of my previous playthroughs, Ark. The only reason I'm going to do so today, well, not today, but on this playthrough, is due to the fact that I do want to try and get the Platinum on PS4. So, kind of makes sense. Is that ice or water? I can't actually tell. I think it's ice. It wouldn't have mattered anyway, I think. We're very high level now, and look at that. Lulu has her Cactuar, which means I didn't actually capture anything, and I wouldn't because I use magic anyway. Yeah, that's me not focusing. I'm getting old, guys. For anybody who says in chat that magic doesn't capture, even if I did have a capture weapon, I am fully aware. I just was not focused then at all. Yeah, Dark, how long did it take for you to complete the grind? The sphere grid grind in particular. Because that is the one thing that I fear is going to take a while. Also, guys, now that I've completed the 4 annoying side quests, which are the 2 chocobo races, along with the butterfly catching and the lightning dodging, what would you say is the most annoying of those? I think for me, the most annoying side quest in Final Fantasy X out of those 4 is probably the balloon race with the chocobo. That is the one that probably took me the longest to master. The Remium Temple one is also really annoying. But I have to say that that other race where you have to dodge the birds and capture the balloons is just top tier irritation. It really is. Look, Yuna's not really getting any experience here, so I'm just going to swap her out for Auron so that we can be capturing a little bit quicker. Oh, that's interesting, Shadow. That's not as long as I would have thought, to tell you the truth. About 2 hours a day. What's strange, you know, is that the Chocobo race where you have to get the balloons and finish at 0 seconds is the one that I was not expecting to be the most challenging, and the reason for that is it's the one that I did previously. I already had the trophy. Or not the trophy, but whatever it is, the Sun Siege on a previous playthrough. It's the only one of the 4 side quests I did in my last playthrough. And I just went into this one assuming it must have been the easiest, because I skipped the others, but no, it was definitely the most difficult, I thought. Let's head down this section, shall we? Yes, it does. So, what I do on at least one capture weapon, such as Wakka's here, is equip Stone Strike or craft Stone Strike onto it. Since even when you have the harder mobs then, as long as they're not immune to stone, you'll kill them instantly and still get the capture. Yeah, they pretty much are Liquid Snake. You're right. I would also put Stone Strike on another capture weapon, but it's not cheap to craft. It does spend, well, just take a little bit of time stealing, although I think we can, now I've got a little bit of gil, bribe one of the Anacondor type enemies in order to get the, I think it's petrifying grenades we need, get them a little bit quicker. Oh, thanks, Force Edge. Yeah. Just do me a favour, though, and don't get in trouble. I'd feel bad then. But no, appreciate that. Farewell. Yeah, I did see that video you made, Dark, actually, a while back. So that is the method I will be using. I think I normally do use that method on my various Final Fantasy X playthroughs. It's really the only effective way to grind out the sphere grid, isn't it? Using overdrives and Dantombre. And then just escaping the battle without doing any damage to it. Yeah, the reason I'm not focused on actually counting how many of each fiend I've got is because once you have captured 10, the game does alert you to that fact when you try and capture another, so you know that it's done. That's the theory anyway. I probably should have hit the flam.
Enough.
Made no difference in the end. Yeah, that's a good idea, actually, Annika. I'm just going to see if I can customize that. I'm not sure if I can. But, oh, I can look. Yeah, I probably should put that on there. Yeah, that's a good idea. I like it. First strike on Tidus, just in case you get an ambush.
No problem.
It's going to go a long way. And especially on the later encounters, then, you can guarantee opening with a Hastagar, can't you? And I've still got Aura on if I want to put another Death Strike on a weapon as well. Hi, Master Sid. Oh, you're very welcome. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Final Fantasy X, although I am at that grinding stage now, which can cheese people off sometimes, but I don't mind it all that much. I say that now, I've only just started it. We'll see if I'm still saying that, you know, in another 50 hours of gameplay or something. Yeah, I get the idea that Square planned it. I don't know, I want to say that, but it feels like something weird for them to plan. But they can't have expected you to do the sphere grid grind without having that Don Tombury trick. Even getting like 99 sphere levels on 3 party members every fight, it takes hours and hours and hours to do that grind. If by worse endgame you mean like a grinding endgame, I don't know, some people might say Final Fantasy XII has such. But I don't think it's as grindy as FF10. I don't know, what do you guys think? I do actually like the fact that in Final Fantasy X, there's quite a bit of, apart from the grinding, there's quite a bit of actual endgame content to work towards. Your grinding is actually getting put to use. Like, we've got all the Dark Aeons, there's some optional dungeons, you got your penances and your nemesis and stuff like that. Like in the previous Final Fantasy games, you tended to have one super boss, and that was it, wasn't it? Whereas in FF10, you've got a whole bunch of them to work towards. Oh, thanks, Shino. Yeah, I hope that's helping you.
See ya.
Oh, yeah, no, I love the end game in 12. I was speaking more of, you know, the amount of stuff there is to do. Final Fantasy VIII. Some of the quests at the end of Final Fantasy VIII, the side quests, were kind of annoying, to be honest with you. But some of it was fun. Exclusive corner. Yeah, I've not got the Platinum Trophy on Final Fantasy 13. But congrats to you for getting that done. Yeah, I can imagine that getting all of the weapons and equipment would be a challenge for that one. Would you say that was the hardest trophy to achieve, would you, for Final Fantasy 13? Oh, you're very welcome, Shino. Very welcome. Not familiar with that person, Bark. But yeah, that sucks. Yes, it did, Brendan. Yep, emerald and ruby weapon. And technically ultimate weapon as well. You know, ultimate weapon was an optional encounter after the first fight that you have with it. Oh, thank you, D. Sure, Shadow. Is that one you made yourself, is it? No, that could be very useful. Yeah, let's move back into a previous area now. Try and encounter some of these other fiends. Wait, do you mean Final Fantasy IX, Sid? I was not a big fan of the card game in Final Fantasy IX. I did enjoy the one in Final Fantasy VIII. Some of the way that the rules worked and you had to delete rules and stuff in different regions, that sucked. But the actual core game itself I thought was a lot of fun. Oh, Diamond Weapon is one you did fight, Bark. Maybe what you're thinking of is Sapphire. Yeah, there was Sapphire Weapon, which was the one that Shinra destroyed outside Yunnan. And then there's Diamond Weapon, which is the one that walks to Midgar. And you do battle that one. But then I think Shinra destroy it, don't they? After you fought it. Yeah, absolutely, Shadow. I think links are disabled for chat though because of spammers and stuff, but I'm not sure how to enable them for like a one-time thing. Have you got the link, have you, Shadow? If you have, just message it to me. If you can, at maybe just email it if you've got access to email quickly at fuzzfingerbusiness@gmail.com, and I'll just share it in chat then. But if you can share it in chat, great, but I think links are disabled. Yeah, that's it, Bark. Yeah, the one that gets destroyed by the cannon, that's Sapphire Weapon. And then Diamond Weapon's the guy that walks to Midgar that you do battle with. But no, it's fairly common to get them mixed up. I used to myself for a time, to be honest with you. Until I think somebody corrected me at some point. Hiya, Corey. Yeah, good to see you. It's been a while, hasn't it? Oh, the hunt goes good, thanks. We've only just started, really. So, every enemy captured is one less to go. No, there isn't Liquid Snake. There's no way to get Cloud's ultimate weapon because you can only get that by defeating ultimate weapon, who doesn't appear until later on. What you can do, though... So we've already caught the bombs, that's fine, but just kill them anyway. What you can do is get the Omni Slash, which is Cloud's level 4 limit break, on disc 1. So that's a bit of a challenge. You have to... I think it's something like 54 or 58,000 points, or 51,000. You need to get at the battle arena. But yeah, not the weapon. Oh yeah, Eric. Good afternoon to you. How are you? And yeah, good day, Funky. Oh yes. I'm already feeling the grind, Lions, and we've only just started. Well, at least we've captured all the bombs that we need from this area. I suppose we can just flee from this fight now, just to save time.
Live and let live.
Hey, in the PC version and the Xbox version and Switch and what have you, with the various gameplay enhancements that aren't available on PS4, like the ability to turn off enemy encounters and to double enemy encounters, something which would be really nice to have now, is there a turbo mode? As well, like there has been in other Final Fantasy games that have been re-released. Are you mute? Yeah, no, I've been looking forward to it as well. You know, I wasn't going to stream today, but I decided on the weekend. I know a lot of people have been missing FF10. And even though I'm at that part of the game now where it's just about the grind, since I've got to do it anyway, and I have been doing it a little bit, it probably doesn't hurt to stream at the same time. Oh, cheers, Shadow. I'll just have a look at my email. One sec. So I'm not signed into the email I gave you. I thought I was. Okay, I've got it, mate. Oh, wow, I've also got an email from Square asking if I want to cover Chrono Cross, the Radical Dreamers edition. I've never played Chrono Cross. And I've never actually had any emails off Square before. So that's interesting. I'll have to check that out later. Just bear with me. I've got the link. Thank you, Shadow. But for some reason, it's opening up in my email, so it's not giving a link that's going to work for everybody else. Just bear with me one sec. Hang on, direct link. Oh, right, got it. Yeah, you sent 2 emails, didn't you, mate? Okay, guys, there's the link that Shadow is sharing. That's so you can download the spreadsheet to keep track of all the monster fiends. You just mark it off as you go. I'm just going to bring it up for myself. I do need to actually just download it here. Save file. Open that. Okay. Oh, I like the way it's got all of the info on as well. Like with everything that gets unlocked when you capture those fiends. That's really useful. Yeah, that is super useful. Yeah, I do like that very, very much indeed. So we are on the high road. I'm not sure how many we've captured, so I probably won't use it for this one. But I will switch over to it then for the next area. Play Chrono Cross. Yeah, sorry guys, I wasn't paying attention to chat because I was just going through that file. Yeah, no, that's exciting that Square have contacted me. Yeah, like I say, they've never done that before. They're just in... Let me see what their email says. A senior influencer relations manager from Square Enix. They'd like to know if I would cover the upcoming release of Chrono Cross the Radical Dreamers edition in April. And if so, they'd be more than happy to help. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I think I will probably take them up on that offer because I know a lot of you guys have been asking me to play Chrono Cross for many years. It's a game I'm not all that familiar with. So, yeah. Have I done the floating guy, have I? So if I see floating guy and bombs in the same battle, we can escape from that. Yeah, I'm sure you guys will have various tips and stuff to get us through that game. And do you think it will matter that I haven't played Chrono Trigger, which I believe is the first game in that series, isn't it? Yeah, because it's interesting that they're remastering Chrono Cross when it's the sequel, and they haven't remastered the first game in that entry. Okay, so we can escape from this, yeah? Let me just kill one, so... Yeah, somebody did mention that in chat, so... Oh, we'll just get through this fight now.
Enough.
Oh, thanks, guys. Yeah, it's a little bit more, from what I understand, Dave, as an action-y JRPG. But it is from the same sort of era as Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9. So it was a PS1 game from Square, and a lot of people loved it.
Here we go.
But I never played it back in the day. Oh, thank you, Shadow. That's very kind of you. Now, honestly, I don't ever expect anything in terms of, you know, freebies and stuff from companies and that. I know YouTubers and stuff have that sort of reputation, don't they? That they want everything for free, and 99.9%, I would say, of the videos I have uploaded on my channel, whatever it is I'm playing or looking at or reviewing, I have paid for myself. So, you know, once in a blue moon, somebody will contact me with something I'm interested in. And, yeah, sure, I'll take them up on it. Oh, that's interesting, Baz. Final Fantasy VI reminds you of Chrono Trigger. Yeah, Final Fantasy VI is a cracking game. But I've heard, you know, that the Chrono series are awesome as well. Is it... Would you say, Bark, or, you know, anybody can answer this, that Chrono Cross and Chrono Trigger are similar to, say, different Final Fantasy games? That they have some shared elements between them, but other than that, they're pretty much, you know, unrelated to one another in terms of story and characters? Well, Steve, I mean, I suppose free's better than having to pay for that, isn't it? Something's weird is going on with my eye. It's like the eyelid at the bottom here is pulsating. It feels like my eye's going to explode. I'm not sure what's causing that. That is weird. Yeah, definitely, Brendan. The only thing I would say, even though I'm not all that familiar with it, is I think a lot of people would probably now put Final Fantasy XIV in that list. Even though that's an MMO, and so it's sort of in a different category. I've been reading people's views and that online about it recently, that even the story contends with, even with the best single-player Final Fantasies, if that makes sense. It's just got a brilliant story to it. Ah, Chrono Trigger was SNES era, was it? I don't know why I was thinking it was PlayStation era. There was a re-release, though, yeah? On PlayStation, is that right? On PS1. What are you guys talking about in chat? I think this is what Final Fantasy X grinding does. It numbs the mind and then people go a bit cuckoo, don't they? Yeah, it must be Shadow. It must be that. Yeah, I think we must be getting close to being done with this area. Yeah, we've done them. Done them. Okay, I think we've just got the little wolves to go. And the ice things. Let me just look at the list here. Yeah, I think it's just the wolves. The lizard things, maybe. And a couple more of the icicle elementals. So, hopefully we should be able to move on soon. We can certainly escape this battle.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
Yeah, to be honest, Thang, you speedrun Final Fantasy VII, you could be done with the entire game before I've certainly finished capturing fiends for the monster arena. Right, we're done here.
Live and let live.
Yeah. I'm not sure what number it was, but I did play No, not Final Fantasy, what I'm talking about. I did play Star Ocean Till the End of Time, I think it was called. Is that number 3? Because you've got Star Ocean, then you've got the second story, and then I think it's Till the End of Time, isn't it? I played that on PS2, had a blast with that one. I also played The Last Hope International on PS3. And really enjoyed that as well. But I didn't get the latest Star Ocean, Integrity and Faithfulness, because I heard it sucked. So, I'm not just going to buy a game just because I enjoyed the previous games in the franchise if the game, apparently, is awful.
Live and let live.
Yeah, oh yeah, Xenogears. Yeah, I do get people talking about that quite regularly around here, Shadow. It's yet another game I have not played before. So, if, you know, if it got remastered, I think it was that a Sony game? I think it was a Sony game, not a Square game, but if Sony remastered that, or whoever it was that made it, then be a great opportunity to cover that on the channel. Right, we still haven't captured enough white elementals. Are you, Suitake? Yeah, it's going good, thanks. We're still in the first area that I started with today. So, it does take its time getting through this part of the game. But we are making progress. Right, I was hoping that would be the last one of those, but nope. Yeah, definitely, Steve. I think Till the End of Time I enjoyed it more because I'd not really played a JRPG in that kind of Star Trek-y way before, so it was something new and fresh to me. I haven't actually, Bark. I have played some of the Fire Emblem games, but I've never really devoted enough time to fully understanding all those kinds of mechanics, to tell you the truth, so I know that Final Fantasy Tactics is heralded as one of the best computer games of all time. Yeah, what did you prefer, Steve? The first Ni no Kuni or the second? Because I preferred the presentation of the first and the story and the characters and everything. But I think I actually preferred the combat of the second one. I don't know, I tried to play the original Ni no Kuni again a couple of years ago when they re-released it on, I think it was PS4.
Live and let live.
And I think I just had, by that point, overdone on the whole Pokemon type gameplay of capturing monsters, and I know that's what we're doing now, but it's in a different context, isn't it, at the moment? We're not capturing monsters to use them.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
Yeah, I did play the previous, or the last Fire Emblem game on Switch. Can't remember what it's called now, but you probably know what it is. And did have fun with that. No, I'm not really going to play Strange of Paradise. I'm not really into the Souls games, to tell you the truth, guys. I have given them a go a number of times, and they're just not for me, to be honest with you. They're just... I find them more stressful than I do fun, in all honesty. I know I'm in the minority there, so I'm probably wrong, and that's fine, but I can't just pretend to enjoy something I don't. It's the same reason I've not rushed to get Elden Ring, or Eldering, whatever it's called. You know which one I mean, the new game that's come out that's getting 10 out of 10 in all the reviews. Because it's still that Souls-based game, isn't it, at its core, so... Yeah, 3 Houses. That's the one. I was thinking 3 something. Shadow. But yeah, thanks for confirming. I did Funky Lions, yes. Yeah.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
Yeah, Sega Mega Drive in my region. I know it was renamed for legal reasons, wasn't it, in America to Genesis? But yeah, we had it by the proper name here. But yeah, same machine, Sega Mega Drive, just different name. I also had the Sega Game Gear. I'll tell you what, I was really spoiled that Christmas. I don't know why I was spoiled so much on that particular Christmas. I had a Game Gear and a Mega Drive. The Game Gear I knew I was getting. I never dared to ask for a Mega Drive. I didn't think I had a hope in heck of getting one. But I did ask for a Game Gear. And I was very excited to get that. And then I had a nice surprise of the Mega Drive as well.
Take that.
Although, I never got many games for the Mega Drive. My parents brought me the console, which, you know, was awesome. But I think then they realised the games were kind of expensive. So, I got them few and far between.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
Oh, yeah, I think it will, Shadow. For sure, yeah. Yeah, Strangers of Paradise, that is basically some kind of remake of Final Fantasy 1. If I understand it correctly. I haven't really followed development of Strangers of Paradise, as I say, because it's not really a type of game I'm going to be playing, but from what I do understand, it is effectively a remake of FF1, isn't it? No, I didn't play those, Funky. In fact, I didn't play any RPGs of any kind on the Mega Drive. None at all. Still not captured 10 of those, crikey. Yeah, my very first JRPG was Final Fantasy VII. And that was obviously like, you know, after the Mega Drive. Sure, go for it, Versamex. I hope you enjoy it. Let us know how you get on with it. As a Final Fantasy fan, I'd be interested to hear. Oh yeah, I've been enjoying the Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster. Yeah, I've not had any issues with it, to be honest. It's a little bit confusing that some of the translations of names and items are very different. So when I'm reading things online about different items and enemies and stuff, and they don't match up on game or in-game, that can be something that throws me off. And one thing I did do was change the font. The default font was horrendous. But changing the font creates a beautifully consistent, like, pixel look to the whole game, which the game already had apart from the font. And yeah, I've got no issues with it. Having a lot of fun playing it, actually.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
Oh, wow, Brendan. Yeah, no, I had a... not a console, but I had a Commodore 64. Which I probably had around the same time as the NES. I'd imagine they were similar time frames, weren't they? Oh, I missed if I'd actually captured enough of those elementals. I don't know if you guys saw, maybe let me know in chat. Yeah, I just didn't even know about role-playing games back then, Funky Lions. I really didn't.
Live and let live.
Yeah, I actually do enjoy the turn-based combat of Final Fantasy X. I mean, there's a couple of niggles. I think the animations are a little slow, which makes getting between fights a bit of a slog at times, and grinding a little bit slower than it needs to be. But the actual, you know, inherent aspect of the turn-based system that's involved in Final Fantasy X, I think is really good. When you're old like me and your reaction times are lacking, it's like the perfect system because it still involves quite a bit of strategy. Some fights are very difficult. They really are. But there's no pressure to, like, decide what you want to do. It's a bit like chess in that regard, isn't it?
I'll be right back.
Oh, white element is done. Thanks, Welsh Rabbit. Okay, so I think it's just the little lizard things then that we've got left to do. Maybe the wolves. Ah, just kill these while we're here. Can't remember if we've done these wolves or not. Yes, we have. Okay. Let's escape then.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, it is kind of relaxing, Alec, isn't it? Alright then, what I'm looking for... There's like a lizardy creature. I'm just not sure exactly what area it spawns in, but I haven't seen many of them. So I feel like we've got a few of those to capture still before we move on. We'll head down to this next section. Pretty sure we've encountered some down here. Ah, there we go.
Out of my way.
Yeah. Iperias, or whatever they're called. And what about this thing? No, we've done them, so it's just those lizards then. Just the lizards is all we need. And then for the next area, I can use the spreadsheet that Shadow kindly shared for us. Yeah, no, I do understand the sentiment, Steve. Yeah, the end game is it's a grind and a half with Final Fantasy X, it really is. I think that's our first ambush.
Live and let live.
Oh, okay, Roach. Yeah, I think that's the area we're in now, Lee, so I've encountered 2 so far. So thanks for the tip.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
Yeah, I actually have iPhone, Roach, so I don't have access to the Google Play Store, annoyingly. But this spreadsheet should do us wonders anyway. Hi, Tootin. Yeah, I'm doing very well, thanks. How are you? Oh, we might need to capture the flans still. Let me just check that. No, we've definitely done everything then except the lizards. Yeah, how are you, Tootin? Good to see you today. Oh, that's interesting, Steve. Was it you who had some real hatred for Final Fantasy 15? Or did you just previously not be a big fan of it type of thing? You know, I enjoyed Final Fantasy 15. It had massive problems. And I haven't got any particular desire to play it anytime soon. But the playthrough I did do, it was enjoyable. And Square did support that game for quite a while. It launched in a pretty unfinished state. But they did go all out with releasing patches and updates and DLC content. Some that was free, some that was paid for. And today, I think the Royal Edition is... it's a decent game. Oh, that's right, yeah, you're not the biggest fan of 10-2, are you? I'm not familiar with that game, Lions. I just saw your message. Doom and Destiny. Sounds intriguing.
Live and let live.
Oh, wow. That's like an 11-hour time difference, Tutor. Hey, Roger Hammond, you legend. Good to see you, mate. How you doing? I know it's been a while. No, mate, I haven't platinumed this game at all. On the last playthrough I did, I didn't hunt down the trophies, so... there's a lot of grinding and a lot of mini-games that I didn't do. But we're going to hopefully get it all done on this walkthrough. So a lot of the stumbling blocks, which are the mini-games that I really don't enjoy that much because they have me pulling my hair out, I've now done, so happy about that. Yeah, how are you, Roger?
Next time.
Yeah.
Say your prayers.
I don't feel like I enjoyed some of the game systems in Final Fantasy 15, which was one of my problems with it. I didn't particularly enjoy the combat all that much. It just felt somewhat sluggish to me. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Did we capture all the lizards, did we? Yeah, thanks, Welsh Rabbit. Oh, that's good to hear, Roger. I'm glad you're doing well, mate.
Live and let live.
Yeah, Roger's one of our long-time viewers. Long-time viewers and supporters of the channel.
Live and let live.
Absolute legend. Okay, well, we'll make our way over to the next area. Which, I'll get Mushroom Rock, is it, I think?
I won't go so easy on you next time.
Yeah.
Live and let live.
Yeah, how are you enjoying your Final Fantasy VII playthrough, Red Mario? You're going to be at Chocobo breeding soon, aren't you? Are you doing the tricks and that with Tifa so that you can get a gold Chocobo quickly? Or you're going to be doing the racing and stuff later on?
I won't go so easy on you next time.
Oh, okay, Lions. It was an Xbox 360 game. That is interesting. I thought it's, from what you said, it was an older game than that. One sec. I'm not playing it at the moment, Liquid Snake. I tend to only play it now when a new season comes out, and I'll usually play it for a couple of weeks. That'll give me enough time to complete the season journey and to get to a decent Paragon level. And then I usually quit for a few months until the next season starts. Yeah, here we go, Mushroom Rock. Okay, so let me just check that spreadsheet that Shadow kindly shared for us. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 7 fiends. Okay. So let's start hunting them down. I'm going to try and count them if I can. Oh, hang on. This is the same stuff we've just been fighting, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, is it because we need to move on a little bit further into the actual... where the weird structures are?
I'll be right back.
Oh. I've got to be careful here, because haven't we got the Aeon battle? Which I'm totally unprepared for. Bleeding good job, I just saved my game. To be fair. Alright then, Dave. Yeah, thanks for the warning, Rog. I didn't actually talk to them. I literally just ran past them. And it triggered it. Right then. I'm going to show you guys how to kill the Dark Mage's sisters. First of all, we delay attack. That'll save us. Yep. Okay, that misses planned. Don't worry. Pasado. Yep, that's fine. Did about 1 million points of damage, so we'd expect that to kill us. That's no problem. Yep, that's fine. So the strategy is they do Delta attack. We get destroyed. We farm for about another 60 hours. And then we come back and get revenge. That's the strategy I'm going for. So all this is planned, okay? Look at Auron standing there in the middle of Delta attack, knowing that he's about to die like a boss. I haven't even unlocked the Major Sisters myself yet. I tell you what, it was a flipping good job I saved, because I almost didn't. I'm not joking, guys. I almost didn't save before coming into this area. So, is Auron going to live? Nope. Yeah, just you sisters wait until later. So that's part 1 of the strategy, okay? That game over is planned. Play to perfection so far. Oh, okay, Roger. They are a lot of fun, but they obviously require a lot of grinding before you do, so I think that does put some people off. Okay, so how do I avoid those? Because I didn't speak to those NPCs. Literally just getting close was enough to... I wonder if we can just teleport from the airship to to Mushroom Rock. It will put us in a different location then, maybe. Yeah, where's Yo... You know, yeah. Yojimbo showing up then. Maybe we could have one-shot them all. Where am I going? Oh, I can't actually teleport to Mushroom Rock. Okay. Well, maybe if we enter from the high road, the other high road, the Djose Highroad. I think we can get there this way, yeah? Remaster. I'm going to mark this on the spreadsheet. Raptor. And Red Elemental. Let me see what we've got. Okay, this is actually the creatures for Mushroom Rock. So let me just mark these off. I just need to enable editing on this spreadsheet here. Where are we? Mushroom Rock. Okay, so we've got one of those. What was it? A raptor? I think it was a raptor, wasn't it? And a red element. And a Lamatsu. Okay. Oh, yes, you can. I believe you can thin them out and just face one and then two. The problem with doing that is the fact that I would still get destroyed at this stage. Even going solo against one. Right, 2 Funguars and a Raptor. Oh, okay. So we can actually avoid it if we stick close to the walls, can we? This is the other high road that we've already done, isn't it? Yeah, I can escape this battle. Good job too, stupid ambush. Yeah, it's annoying that we've got this overlap of monsters here. From the Mi-ihen Highroad. What game are you talking about, Steve? Is that Final Fantasy VII Remake, perchance?
I won't go so easy on you next time.
Yeah, Roach, what I'm actually going to try and do, mate, is bribe them. I believe you can get even more. You can get them more quickly by doing so.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
Oh, nice one, Lee. I'm going to try and take on all of the Dark Aeons without Yojimbo. But we'll see how we get on with that. I mean, a little bit of grinding, some stat boosting should see us there, shouldn't it?
I won't go so easy on you next time.
Right, should we save again, just in case we have any interesting confrontations with a certain set of siblings? Should we put it that way? Yeah, I mean, it's more of a fan theory, isn't it, Brendan? That is, and I think Square just sort of gave a nod to that with Final Fantasy X-2. But yeah, it does work out quite well, really. Right, a Garuda. Let's just mark that off. Still a few enemies we haven't encountered at all yet. If I run up here, will I encounter the Major Sisters? Hopefully not. Right, one red element, a raptor, and whatever this thing is, the mash 2. Two, 3, 2. Hi, Dean. In one of the old playthroughs of FF8, I said that I play low level because at level 20, item becomes unavailable. What is that? Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what item I was referring to in that video, as I don't remember particularly what that video is, but I'll just let me mark this off first. One sec. I forgot what the other... There was a red element, a Gando error, something, and what was the other one? Was it a Fungar or Raptor? Oh well, don't matter. Yeah, but the general concept is that, yeah, enemies have like different items you can steal from them and different items that they drop. And as enemies level up with you, their item lists change. So I think one of the things, for example, is the stuff to get Squall's Lionheart on disc 1. I've given up using the spreadsheet for now. It is really useful, but it's just hard to keep marking it whilst focusing on chat as well. So, yeah, I'm not sure exactly what item I was referring to in that specific instance that you're speaking of. But, yeah, the general concept is that enemy items will change as they level up with your party. Okay, Lee. Yeah, I did encounter a Garuda, but we'll keep making our moves here. Thank you, Shadow. Yeah, that spreadsheet is really helpful. I'm just not going to use it for now because I have to keep... I've only got 2 monitors active at the moment, and I have to keep hiding chat to use it. And also, with giving commentary, it just makes it hard to track exactly what enemies I'm fighting because I'm not really paying attention. But yeah, outside of streaming, that spreadsheet would be super useful. Yeah, Final Fantasy 15. We were speaking about this earlier in the stream. It had problems, but I think after Square patched it and updated it, it has become a decent game. By far and away not one of my favourite Final Fantasy games, and I've got no real desire to play it at the moment. But it is a lot better than it was. I just wasn't a big fan of some of the combat systems in that game. They felt a bit sluggish to me. I think, you know, I prefer the turn-based combat like we're seeing in Final Fantasy X anyway, because I'm just more old school like that. But in terms of that action, faster combat that's, I guess, more appropriate for 2022... it was improved a lot for Final Fantasy VII Remake. So in a sense, I'm grateful for Final Fantasy 15 as it sort of paved the way, didn't it? And Square knew, you know, lessons to learn and stuff from that. Oh, thank you so much, Holly. Yeah, appreciate that. Have a good day yourself. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, how's your YouTube channel going, Holly? I know you've recently started it. I did have a browse over some of your videos the other day, and I thought you did very well, actually. Saw you fighting Reno in FF7R. Yeah, the weird thing is, I always used to call him Tidus. I don't know, is that an English thing? Or do Americans do that as well? Because his name is never pronounced in Final Fantasy X. It's the first game with voice acting, for sure, out of the Final Fantasy franchise. But even so, because you can rename Tidus' name, it's never actually pronounced at all. But I have just about got used to calling him Tidus. It does sound pretty dumb, but it is what it is. I was very close to getting the Platinum Trophy in FF15. The only trophy I think I still need to get, if ever I do go back to it, is the... what is it? The Fishing Trophy. I think I've done everything except fishing, which I've done quite a bit of, I just haven't maxed it out. Yeah, the combat in Final Fantasy XII was fun. I was a little bit unsure of it when I first played through the game on PS2 back in the day. But I don't know, with the Zodiac Age, you know, I came to appreciate 12 a lot more than I did before. Ah, I see, Paige. Tidar. Interesting. Yeah, that makes sense, Brendan. Like tidal wave, isn't it? But replacing the L with an S, so Tidus just makes sense for an English-speaking audience. Waka should be able to one-shot this thing, but he actually needs to get to attack for that to happen. Yeah, good point, Amy. Good point. I'm glad I'm not the only one that mispronounced his name then. When did we first find out that it was pronounced Tidus? Is it pronounced in FF10 too, is it? Yeah, definitely, Roge. I can definitely understand why people would mispronounce it, and why I did as well, back in the day. In fact, I need to check my previous Final Fantasy X walkthrough from a few years ago on the channel to see how I pronounced it then. Oh, is it Kingdom Hearts? Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, do they, Brendan? Ah, that's interesting. Yeah, it's interesting. I'm quite fortunate. I don't know why. I don't get a whole lot of hate in my YouTube comments. I know a lot of YouTubers do. But I do get a fair share of it. And I'd say like 80% of the hate I do get is from people that are absolutely fuming over how I pronounce various terms from the Final Fantasy games. Honestly, it really, really gets people's going if I pronounce something differently than they do. It is quite funny. Sometimes I do mispronounce things, and you know, I'm glad for the correction and that's fine. I think sometimes it's to do with just having different accents and dialect. I think some people that comment on YouTube suspect or assume that the way they speak is the way that everybody should speak. Like, for example, one of the big ones is with the enemy skill for the Midgard-Zolom. Now, a lot of you, especially Americans, probably pronounce that as beta. But that is not a British pronunciation at all. Now, I do acknowledge that a lot of British people have been Americanized through the internet. And I do hear, like, a lot of British people on YouTube pronounce that word as beta. Like if it comes to an, you know, a releasing game or something that they're testing out. But, you know, the British pronunciation of that word is beta. It just is. It's never been beta. But every time I would say beta, I would get so much hate about how I'm mispronouncing things and don't know how to speak. And I'm like, it might have different accents, but that's about all there is to that. The same with Omega, as Americans would pronounce it. You know, the British would say Omega or Omega. Or Omega, but not Omega. So, yeah, can you imagine the sort of comments that pop up when I'm fighting Omega Weapon in the various Final Fantasy games? No, I'm not sure about how Australians would pronounce that either, Brendan. Maybe Welsh Rabbit could point us to that. Funguar's done. Thank you, Welsh Rabbit. Oh, that's cool, Annika. Yeah, I've noticed now in Final Fantasy games that the whole being able to name your party members, that's just gone out the window, hasn't it? They have their default names and that's it. Like, in Final Fantasy VII, you could name your party, whatever you wanted to. And I guess that became their names for the playthrough, so... If you then play the remake after, and you're forced to have their default names, is it still a remake? Or are we talking about completely different characters at that point? Fair dues, Funky. I like to think we invented the language. Well, not only would I not say it how you spelt it, Funky, I wouldn't spell it how you spelt it. I understand that Americans, I believe Americans, would pronounce that word as aluminum. But in Britain, we pronounce it as aluminium. And we actually do not spell it as you spelt it. So if you've spelt it the correct way in America, then it is actually different to how we spell it here in Britain. Ah, another Garuda. Good stuff, good stuff. These are the rarest, so once we've got 10 of these, I'll be very happy. Oh, it's immune to Stone Strike. Fair dues. Right, it goes down fast anyway. Hello, Dad. How you doing? Yeah, the grind's going, mate. The grind's going. How's it going for yourself? Is it just Sin that you need to capture fiends in now, mate? Or have you still got some of these other areas to go? Ah, right, Carl. So it just flows off the tongue then, doesn't it? Yeah, that's the American way. I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of regional dialects and accents in the UK. So there isn't really one particular way of speaking or pronouncing various words and stuff.
Farewell.
But I'm pretty sure that beta is not one of the pronunciations for that word in the UK. Another one as well is herb. I think Americans just skip out the H altogether, don't they? Don't they call it herb? That's not something we do in Britain. So sometimes, you know, if I'm in a game on YouTube and I'm doing a bit of herbalism and I'll say herbing or something, that'll get people's going as well in the comments. Oh, you're doing really well then, Dad. You're storming ahead of me. Yeah, the one area I'm not looking forward to is the cavern, the Stolen Faith cavern. The rare fiends in that are just going to be a nuisance to farm. That could be one reason, Corey. Yeah. Oh, yeah, like... Oh, you've confused me now, Brendan. There's controversy and there's controversy. And my mind is so muffled after all this chat about pronouncing words. It's completely slipped my mind which is British and which is American. Controversy, controversy. I think controversy is British, isn't it? Maybe I've got that confused. Yeah, it could be, Pink. Could be. Sort of, Dad. I encountered them at one point, but we won't talk about that. It was a very traumatic moment that is now forever immortalised in the archive of this stream. But we quickly recovered after a swift reload. Oh, well, that's the same here, Funky, to be fair. Yeah, even in a small little island like ours, there's just a ton of dialects and accents, really.
See ya.
Ah, I'll have to check that out then, Dad. Yeah, Tomberries and Ghosts in particular are the two I'm not really looking forward to. Oh, is that done as well? Thanks, Welsh Rabbit. Yeah, I need to focus on which fiends we still need to capture in this location. Let me check out of these three. So, Funguar done. Yeah, that was mentioned in chat, I think. Stupid ambush. Yes, Rog, I did. I did indeed. Ah, I missed. If that was captured or not, I'm going to assume it is. Yep, I just need to go to, I think it's Lake Macalania, Rudge. There's a few fiends there that I've still got 0 of, but all the fiends in the woods I've got 10 of, including the Chimera creatures that are a little bit rarer. Alright, let's flee.
Live and let live.
Right, how many... Oh, I don't think I've maxed out Garuda yet, have I? There's Garuda and... I think that's it. Let me just check. I can't remember if we got all the elements, but I think we did. Yep. So we'll escape this.
I'll be right back.
Oh, Cole, that was hilarious. I'll tell you what, some of the little touches like that in New Threat, Sega Chief has done a phenomenal job with that mod. It's just incredible. It's got to be the most in-depth mod that I've ever used, I've ever played. Okay, got those as well. I think it's just Garuda now then, isn't it? Let me just check on the spreadsheet. Maybe Thunderflans. Have we done the Thunderflans here? Where do the Thunderflans spawn? Oh, just Garuda's left. Cheers, Welsh Rabbit. Oh, wow. Are you well ahead of me now, Scowy? I'm only on the third of the 3 scenarios. In 6. I will be playing Final Fantasy 6 on Friday. I can't promise it's going to be an 8-hour stream, mind.
Farewell.
Oh, okay, Dad. This seems to be a decent location for the Garudas as well, mind. Oh, right. I'm just looking at the spreadsheet. It does have Thunderflans on there, you see. And then there are Snowflans. Oh, yeah, the Thunderflans, you're right, are for the high road we've just done, aren't they? They're not on the list, but we did do them, didn't we? Got it. Okay, that's fine. So we're done with them. It is just the Garudas.
Farewell.
Yeah, I'm going to do the Amiga Ruins last. Ah, right, Scarry. Yeah, you're a ways ahead of me, I would say.
Live and let live.
I think we've got, I'd imagine, I don't know. I haven't been counting. I'm guessing about 2 or 3 more. Then we can move on. Yeah, thanks, Welsh. Yeah, the Thunderflans we did in the Mi-ihen. There you go with that pronunciation. Again, these words are too much for me. Highroad, yeah. Okay, we're done. We are done. It is time to move on and rock the boat in the next area.
Farewell.
Right, I think we can just go back the way we came, yeah. Oh yeah, I got, how you doing today? Nah, you haven't missed too much, mate. So, what areas have I done now? Maxed out with 10 fiends. Besaid. Kilika. The Mi-ihen Highroad. Hang on, this isn't the way I came. Let's just go back to the airship. And the Thunder... No, not the Thunder Plains. This place, Mushroom Rock. Hello, Havram. Ah, no probs. You haven't missed much. We're just starting the long and arduous grind through FF10's endgame. Where is it? There it is. Always get these 2 high roads confused. Well, at least we managed to avoid the Dark Aeons on that second attempt.
Live and let live.
Wow, this grind is pretty excessive, isn't it? I forgot how long it takes to capture all these fiends. Yeah, I know you only need to capture 1 of each until later, but whilst we're here, I always just prefer to get it done. I don't know, what do you guys do? Do you capture 1 of each to get the fiends in the area conquests unlocked? And the species conquests, or do you just get all 10 done for each fiend while you're in the area for unlocking Nemesis later on? Hang on, I'm getting myself confused. We just run up to the other end, do we? I think so. Oh, you're welcome, Havram. What do you get when you beat the Dark Aeons?
I won't go so easy on you next time.
Well, you get some pretty cool items. I know people, like, you can get ribbons and stuff. I know that on armor pieces, I know that people farm Yojimbo for that purpose, and that's what I'll be doing at some point as well. But ultimately, you need to kill them as well for penance. Yeah, we started already with 2 bite bugs. Yeah, it just saves a lot of time, doesn't it? Watch so much Netflix thanks to this game. Oh, yes. Right. Let's see what fiends we've got, shall we? For this area. Anything rare. Ochu. Ochu's probably going to be the rarest fiend to grind 10 of in this next zone. Oh, there is 4x speed, is there, Steve? In FF10 on PC. I really wish that Square would implement some of that stuff into the PS4 version. But they did with Final Fantasy XII, didn't they? There was a few extra features that came with the post-PS4 releases of the Zodiac Age that got patched back in retroactively. I know, it's strange, isn't it, Brendan? He's like the most powerful fiend in all of Spira, and he just pops up out of nowhere, effectively. Ah. Yeah, I think she does have break damage limit, doesn't she, on... What is it? The God Hand. Yeah? Is that where he gives you all the information at once, Red? Is that the one you're speaking of or something? Yeah, it's pretty interesting the way Square have made it so that virtually every creature in the game, including the super bosses, can be cheesed with Yojimbo.
Here we go.
Oh, that's good, Tootin. Yeah, I think I'm on that road now. Yeah, do you remember, Red, in New Threat, that once you've got all of Sage's dialogue, I think it was, out of him, and you speak to him again, he just says that you need to go to GameFAQs for more info. Okay, good to know that they're not immune to stone, so if we focus on killing the other enemies in the area, then Waka can just one-shot those Uchus. Yeah, I've already encountered two, so you're absolutely right about... Presumably, unless I've just been really fortunate. But yeah, they do seem fairly common. I suppose one of the good things about all this monster capturing is that we do get a little bit of the old SP, don't we? Oh, stupid ambush. I've got to do a lot of blitz balls still for Waka. I'm stuck in the middle of a league right now, which has 10 battles, 10 matches rather. Yeah, 10-2 is very, very different to Final Fantasy X. It's a very cheesy game, and I think that puts a lot of people off. It does me to some degree, if I'm honest with you. It's like really cringe. And not in a normal Final Fantasy cringe either. Although some people prefer it, you know, so... Hi, Luke. Yeah, doing the monster capturing now. We're actually taking damage in this location. That's unexpected. Oh, I don't think I did. Are they classed as in this area? I think they are, aren't they? You're right. Basilisks, basilisks, basilisks. Yeah, they are classed as in this area, but they're not actually in this part, are they? And I do want to find the basilisks. Reason being is that you can bribe the petrifying grenades and steal them as well. I don't think so, Brendan. Yeah, the thing with Penance, Rudge, is that, unless you use Yojimbo, of course, but it's a long fight. And if you screw up at any point, it can be, like, over, really, before you even have a chance to put your strategy in place. If you play the... Oh, wow, we just got 999 damage with Auron. If you get the strategy right, though, then, yeah, it can become a formality, but a lengthy battle. Oh, yeah, you know, in a way, Final Fantasy X-2 uses a traditional Final Fantasy job system. Okay, it dresses it up, no pun intended. But that itself is a lot of fun, and there is some very addictive gameplay. I think most of the criticism, or not criticism, but something that a lot of people couldn't get on board with, is the presentation of it all. Okay, so we've caught all the bite bugs. There's something quite satisfying with the Ocho's death animation once it's been afflicted with stone, isn't there? As it shatters into 1,000 pieces. Alright, which of these do I still need to capture? Garms, okay. Garms and bunyips, but not these. Yeah, I'll be at a save sphere soon, Welsh. I think we'll be okay till then. Oh, yes, if I hadn't got a trophy on a previous playthrough for that then. Yeah, Dad's just reminded us we would have got a trophy for that, so good to know. Thanks, Dad. Yeah, cheers, Scowy. Take care. Hope your shift goes well. Yeah, I was never a big Friends fan, Steve. So, Maybe that's why I struggle with that as well. I think the save sphere is just down here a bit, isn't it? Is this the area with the basilisks? Yes. Where's the flipping save sphere gone? Oh, it's in the previous area. Right, we've captured enough snowflans now as well. Oh, one thing I need to check. Does Riku have a bribe? Yes, she does. Perfect. Thanks, Welsh. So we still need Garms, don't we? Nope, not anymore. Bunyips. We're done. Okay, so that's more battles we can run from now. Okay, what I'm looking for... I'm going to bring Riku in for a little bit. Looking for the basilisks. Not only do we need to capture 10 of them, they appear on this road. There they are, but we can also bribe them. I just need to see how much we can bribe them by. One sec. Basilisk bribe. FF10. How much gil is it going to take us? So I'm just on the Final Fantasy .fandom wiki. 50,625 gil. Okay, let's try it. This is a fast way of getting petrified grenades. Oh, no, I'm not guarding against stone. Okay, hopefully we've got good stats to just avoid it anyway. We're going to be able to get a lot of gil later as well, so I'm not too fussed about using it here. 50,625. So we'll do this on Basilisk A. We do lose out on the capture, annoyingly, but this is a really good way to help us out for later. And we'll do the same again. I think we only need to bribe one more, and then we can get Stone Strike on another weapon. It takes 60 petrified grenades, which is a lot. You can steal them. As a matter of fact, it might be worth stealing them now, because we've got 10 of those to capture, which should allow us to steal about 20 anyway. So now that we bribed 2, we should just be able to steal the rest. It makes these a little bit grindier, but it's worth it in the long run. In fact, I should probably only put haste on Riku. Oh, she's not got Master Thief equipped. Oh, that's annoying. Need to sort that out. Hi, Starscream. Oh, it's going well, thanks. Yeah, we can farm them at the arena, good point. I mean, bribe them, you're right. Okay, so we've got 2 of those, we need 10. Let me just go ahead here and sort out Riku's gear. Oops. There we go, Master Thief. That would allow us to steal 2 at a time. How many petrified grenades do I have? Let's just check. Petrified grenades. Where are they? 60. I think that's enough, you know. I must have farmed some from before. Okay. Let me just check. We'll put it on to Auron's weapon. Beastmaster. I think 60's enough. Stone Strike, yeah, it requires 60 petrified grenades. This is the thing that allows you to one-shot. And we can also use it now to guard against stone as well, so I need to get another bunch of them. Yeah, 60 for Stone Strike, that's right, Steve.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
20 for Stone Proof. Okay. Yeah, we should be able to get another bunch of these then. From the final ones we need to capture.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
Yeah, if I can get ribbons, then obviously that's all the better, but it's just a lot more expensive to do so, isn't it? Okay, so I got 54 from Bribe. Yeah, Bribe's brilliant at getting them. It really is. I'm just going to haste on Riku so that I'm going to keep triangling back to her. One. What? I thought I gave her Master Thief. Shouldn't she be getting 2? Maybe it's the rare drop of these. It's still only 1 or something. I don't know. I just need to check her equipment. Let me just see something. Basilisk, Steel. Oh, right. Okay. It's still only rare. Rare is still only 1 petrifying grenade. That explains it. Yeah, I've got Death Strike now on Waka and on Auron's weapon. I can't give it to Tidus because he's got First Strike on his, so his slot's already being used. 2 Death Strikes I think is plenty anyway. It'll see us through the capturing. You can also put Death Proof on instead of Stone Strike. I think a few less enemies are immune to Death Proof. I could be wrong. It might technically be superior, but it's also a lot harder to get the materials for that. Yeah, absolutely, Death. It's a good method. What am I doing? Oh, yeah, haste on Riku, and then we'll steal a couple more. I'm capturing these anyway, so I'm just going to steal as we go here. Oh, do they? Do I still need to get those, do I? Yeah, that's one of the mini games I don't even hate, Red Mario. Yeah, the frog catching, not capturing, I should say, is a lot of fun in FF9. And I actually don't hate Quina. It's one of those characters that you think you'd hate in a Kate Sith type way, but you actually don't. Oh, okay, Dark. Yeah, thanks for the tip, mate. Louverez. Sorry for the pronunciation of your name there. Yeah, thanks for joining us live for the first time. Great to have you here. How you doing? Probably once I've done most of the capturing, to be honest, Starscream. Yeah, triple AP. I need to be farming the One Eyes, or whatever the... No, I don't need to steal, stupid Riku. Whatever the creature is. What's it called? Floating Gaze? I don't know what it is. But I'm just not going to be strong enough for that at the moment. My anima is too weak. And I also need to capture the other one-eye enemies, which I haven't yet done.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
Yeah, well, there's a couple of things with 9 that are tricky, Brendan. There is the jump rope. By far and away, you're right, that is definitely the worst. Not only in Final Fantasy 9, but probably in Final Fantasy in general, quite frankly. There's also
Live and let live.
the Nero Brothers side quest, which infuriates people. There is also the Bloodlust trophy for those hunting trophies, which annoys people. There's the whole card mini game, which is one of my least favourites. Oh, the birds. Wow, we haven't seen many of these. And there is also Excalibur 2, which is a big grind.
See ya.
So there are a few annoying side quests in Final Fantasy IX that people complain about. But yeah, the jump rope is definitely by far and away #1 in terms of the top 10 evil side quests ever. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the card game. Not at all. I could have just killed it. No reason to escape there. Yeah, thanks, Shadow. Oh, that's awesome. Final Fantasy 7, 8, 12, and 13 too. Nice. Well, I'm glad the guides have been helpful for you. I think we've got 3 of those.
Live and let live.
Yeah, it looks like a regular enemy, doesn't it, Pink Cookie? But it is a little rare. Yeah, the thing with Excalibur 2 is you generally have to focus a playthrough for it. And that annoys a lot of people because they want to take their time through the game. It's like a challenge run that if you want to get everything, you have to do. Yeah, I despise the Final Fantasy IX card game. What is it, Tetramaster? I've said it before, but I'll say it again because I can't say it enough. Square hit the sweet spot with the card game in Final Fantasy VIII. Okay, the rule stuff was annoying, but the game itself at its core was a lot of fun. How they went from that to what we got in Final Fantasy IX is anyone's guess. They really overcomplicated things. And it didn't need to be overcomplicated. The reason why Triple Triad was so fun in FF8 is because at its core it was such a simple mechanic. Oh no, Thrill Seeks. Final Fantasy 13 is one of those games I have not covered on the channel. I have played it. I've beaten it before I started YouTube. And I've not played it since. So, maybe I'll get to it one day. But yeah, it is still one that has eluded the Fuzzfinger playthroughs so far. Yeah, the actual weapon itself, Red, is a little lackluster, isn't it? For the time and effort that goes into it. You're right.
I'll be right back.
I haven't platinumed many yet. I've platinumed 7 Remake, 8... 12, and I've nearly platinumed 15, 9, and we're getting there on 10. What am I doing? Although with these boomer moments, we could be a while. That's better. If we can get 3 or 4 per battle, then obviously that's helpful. Yeah, I mean, Final Fantasy normally has some pretty good soundtracks, doesn't it? 3 will do. Yeah, even in games where you're not a big fan of the game themselves, the soundtrack is usually pretty listenable. For sure. I think we've got about 6 or 7. And I'm not sure how many of these we've got. Oh, Riku does have a capture weapon, doesn't she? So I could actually mug with her. I'll just test it out here, but I think it should work. Oh, it didn't kill. Just want to test mug out. Get a killing blow if we can. Yeah, it does work. It's just we've got a capture limit in place there. Yeah, hot and cold with turbo mode actually in some ways is easier. You can get more items, but it's hard to pinpoint exactly where you need to go when you're so fast because I think you lose frames on the game. So you sort of have to switch between turbo mode and normal speed to make the most of it. I believe so, Havram. I haven't spoke to him for ages, actually. So, yeah, it's kind of sad. I wouldn't mind speaking to him again, because we used to have some good times. I mean, I probably just annoyed him because I was young back then. He's like 5 years older than me. But I certainly had some good times. And yeah, he got me into Final Fantasy VII. And into the Final Fantasy franchise, in all honesty. Get a couple. And I'll be happy. Went a bit wrong, this did. I'll be honest. This battle. It's over. Yeah, Starscream. On my last playthrough of Final Fantasy VIII, it was kind of annoying. We worked really hard to get Squall's Lionheart on disc 1, which we did. And then I never saw it until the final boss of the game. I think it was the first time we actually saw Lionheart in action. It's a great limit break. I'm not a big fan of the way that RNG plays so heavily in the ultimate limits, or in any of the limits really, in that game for Squall. Yeah, I love Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age. It's just a difficult game if you go in blind. I'm not saying that you shouldn't go in blind. I know some people prefer to do that, and that's fine. But you're going to have a different experience going into Final Fantasy XII blind than you are going into other Final Fantasy games blind. But when you know what you're doing, once you're experienced with it, there's a lot of fun to be had with Final Fantasy XII. I think that's one of the reasons why the walkthrough I did for that game is probably still to this day the most popular walkthrough I've ever done on the channel. Because out of all Final Fantasy games, it is the game that a lot of people are going to be wanting to use a walkthrough for. Did we get it on Amiga Weapon as well, Red? I think you're right. Okay, I stand corrected. I think we saw it twice, didn't we? In the whole playthrough. Both at endgame. Both times. Come on, one more. One more for the road, as they say. Yeah, I think you might be right, Red, now you've mentioned that. I think you might be right. Okay, that'll do. The thing is, Steve, it just never worked like that for me. I could certainly activate Squall's Limit. I just would never see that finisher. Oh, glad to hear, Starscream. Yeah, a lot of people did find my channel through Final Fantasy 12. So, yeah, I'll certainly be forever grateful to that game. Still haven't captured 10 of those. Well, we've got quite a few overdrive modes learned today, which is good. Yes. Yep, added into the Zodiac Age, wasn't it, Shadow? And then I did a video explaining how you can manipulate the RNG to get that weapon. I didn't invent the method, but for whatever reason, YouTube decided to promote my particular video. A lot of people started manipulating RNG on the PS4 version of Final Fantasy 12, and then Square nerfed that method for every subsequent release of the game. So if I'm to blame for that, I apologise. I'm sure I'm not, of course, but you never know. The collective work of the internet in breaking the RNG in the PS4 version certainly got onto Square's radar, that's for darn sure. Hopefully this will be enough basilisks. Yes, it is. Perfect. Hello, Elijah. How's it going? Yeah, just the birds left. Nice one. I won't steal any more from the basilisks either, so that we can make some progress. Oh, is that the case? Is it, Funky? Oh, wow. I don't know. I just assumed you'd been here longer. Feels like you've been here forever, Funky Lions. And I mean that in a good way. Yeah, I've gone for the optional stream today, Elijah. I did put a schedule up on Twitter over the weekend and on the YouTube community tab. So, by the way, guys, if you don't like Twitter, and I know many of you don't, just check out the community tab on my channel every now and then, because I do tend to post updates on there if it helps. But it's an optional stream, so I'm not going for any, like, story stuff. I mean, I know all streams are optional. You don't have to come to them. But in terms of the fact that you're not really going to be missing out on anything. We've just been capturing fiends and just making some progress in endgame, really. It's slow going, but it needs to be done. Oh, come on. I think after these, it might just be the Ochu creatures to go. After those birds. Oh, yeah, you like that game, do you, Elijah? I don't think I've played it myself. It's a zombie game, isn't it? I think I outdid myself on zombie games for a while, so might be why I didn't play that one. Oh, that's good to know, Red. Has that been confirmed then, has it? Because I think we talked about that before, didn't we? Right, we're done with the birds. Brilliant.
I'll be right back.
Let's get out of this area. Start capturing some plants. Yeah, Kimari generally gets ignored by folks, doesn't he? Oh, okay, Elijah. Yeah, I'm sure I'll check it out at some point. Right, I think we've done all of this except the Ochus.
I'll be right back.
Oh, don't want to flee from this. Hiya, Mr. Champ. Yeah, the weapon itself is still there. You just can't manipulate the RNG for it. Right, we need to get rid of Riku now being I'm back in. And because you can't manipulate the RNG, it effectively is out of reach for most people because the drop rate is just that bad. Now, the PS4 version has never been patched to the point where you can't manipulate the RNG. It works just the same on the latest patch of the PS4 version of the game as it did when the game first came out. So, Square don't seem to care enough about nerfing the method to make whatever changes would need to be made on the PS4 version to stop it from working. But they did implement some fixes on every other release of the game since the PS4 version. Alright, Havram. Yeah, take care, mate. Thanks for joining us. To be fair, Brendan, I mean, it's the same thing. On PS4, you can manipulate the RNG for both of those weapons. On every other version of the Zodiac Age, they're still in the game, but you can't manipulate the RNG as easily. There are technically ways to do it, but they are so convoluted and require so much precise timing and manipulation in figuring out where you are in the seed sequences that I just could never really figure it out. Some people had success with it, but it was very technical and beyond my abilities, really. Yeah, the thing with Sight and Grat is the chest on the airship only spawns every on average, 1 in 100 times. So it's a 1% spawn rate on the chest. And when the chest does spawn, the Sight and Grat bow only has a 1% chance of being in it. Now, you times 1 in 100 times 1 in 100, that gives a drop rate for Sight and Grat of 1 in 10,000, or 0.01%. It is so insanely low. And that's just to get one. It would take days and days and probably even weeks of constant farming to even have a reasonable chance of seeing it. So yeah, it's completely out of reach to the point of why does it even exist? Type of thing.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
No, I haven't been using Djose's Overdrive as much as I should have been, Elijah, if I'm honest with you, mate. Maybe we can use it on the next Ochu. I tend to suck at his Overdrive. I don't know whether it's input lag. Not input lag, but whatever, because that's controller lag. But the lag of streaming through an Elgato device.
I'll be right back.
Since the screen I'm looking at that has the game on is an HDMI cable coming from the PlayStation 4, going into the Elgato, which is in my PC, and then another HDMI cable coming...
I'll be right back.
No, actually, it's through OBS. So there's a little bit of lag, and it just makes time in the limit breaks really, really annoying. Oh, come on, where are the Ochus?
I'll be right back.
Yeah, thankfully, it's nice to have the first strike ability on a capture weapon for Tidus. For those ambushes. Yeah, it's just absurd, Steve. Absolutely absurd. We can try.
Check this out.
Oh, I got it. Perfect. Yeah, not the smartest use of targets there, I would say. Oh, we haven't got 10 of those yet. I mean, They were put in for a reason, though, Brendan, surely. They weren't in the original game, you see. They were not in Final Fantasy XII. They were added in to the release that came out in Japan on PS2 a little bit later on. So I don't think they qualify as, say, debug weapons or something. I think they are intended to be there. Yeah, 0.4% for the steals in Final Fantasy IV. Is it, Red Mario?
I'll be right back.
That is easy street in comparison to the drop rate of Sight and Grat. It might not sound much of a difference because the numbers are so low in both cases, 0.4% and 0.01%, but that is a huge difference. It really is. Oh, stupid ambush. I'll just check, Elijah. I haven't really been paying attention, so I'm not sure off the top of my head. Yes, we've done it. The final Ochu. Overdrives on Tidus are... look. Stoic, Warrior, Comrade, Slayer, Victor, and Ally. He hasn't got Coward yet. Which is kind of weird. We've been escaping a lot. Maybe Slayer would be better, because we're killing a lot of enemies here. Yeah, I'd say so, Steve. There's no gameplay, or as in, like, there's no technical reason that you cannot summon, cannot junction Apocalypse. There's just no opportunity to do so, is there? Hey, speaking of which, there's the Coward Overdrive. Okay. Oh, where's the closest save sphere? Is it this way? No flipping dark I'm going to jump out on me here, is there? That wouldn't be pretty. Let's leave it. I'm just going to head back. Yes, Cole, got the airship, mate. Just been flying around capturing fiends.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, is that because of Nova, is it? You can make him OP? If he learns Nova. Oh, okay, Shadow. I just had, like, a fear because of not saving after capturing all these fiends. Well, I'm halfway back now, so... let's just stick... off-season on. I forget I have that. Oh, okay, Elijah. Yeah, we just got Coward, just as I mentioned it to them. Right. Should we have a nip over to the Calmlands and just dwell on all our hard work today? We can see where we're at. And now we've only actually done the easy part, the easy zones. We've got some really annoying grinds coming up for this monster capturing. We've got the Stolen Faith, which is annoying. We've got the Omega Ruins and Sin as well. Yes, thank you, Rog. I did actually have that very issue you mentioned when I went to get my No Encounters weapon, which I did get from the Ghost. I used the teleport sphere. Not sphere, the teleport pad. Ended up bumping into Dark Yojimbo and getting it handy to me. Let me just say that issue that we had with the Dark Major sisters earlier on, that's not the first time something like that's happened to me on this playthrough. Ah, Candle of Life. Nice. No thank you. So this is for different species. No, for different areas that we've mastered. But we only got one. I was expecting more. Did we miss enemies? So we've done Besaid. Besaid. Okay, this is one I did today. So we've mastered that. We've mastered that. I have done Macalania apart from the lake. We need to go to the lake. I think I still need to finish off the Calm Lands. Killicut, done. Mushroom, Rock, that is done. Okay, we've made some good progress. The Curl Regina, was that the thing we just unlocked? Maybe? I'm confused how we just unlocked one area. I've done, at least today, the Mushroom Rock Road and the 2 High Roads. We should have unlocked 2 area species, no? Oh, okay. Yeah, he just didn't want to give it to us straight away. Yeah, thanks, Elijah, you're right. We actually have to... We can't just go to chat, we have to exit out of this dialogue box and then speak to him again. Yeah, this will be the last one. Okay, pretty sure that's the last one for now. Oh, no. Another one. Oh, another 99 petrified grenades. Good job that I used the last set. Shame that I wasted stealing more afterwards, since we would have maxed them out. Okay, a whole bunch of monsters. 99 Daughter tomorrow. Okay, that's the last one. So let's just see now which creatures we unlocked. So area conquest, we've got a bunch of them now. Species, we've got the Hornet. And anything new on original? Yes. Ooh, catastrophe. That would be a catastrophe if I tried that right now. Alright then, folks. Well, I think we'll take a break. A nice bonus 2.5 hour stream for you guys. And the good news is we made some progress, so I'm happy about that. Oh, what? Hang on a sec. Oh, you're right. How did we miss that? Remaster, I've only got 5. Thank you for that, Shadow. I'll need to go back and do that then. Yeah. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, I feel like we just need to keep cracking on here because I need to start unlocking the correct monsters so that we can begin our serious grinds with sphere levels and all of that good stuff. And equipment. Yeah, I screwed up somehow there. Missed out on a fiend on Mushroom Rock. Thanks for letting me know in chat there, guys. I didn't see it when I looked at the list originally. Oh, okay, Fizzlehound. That would help if we can. Anyway, we'll sort all that out next time. I'm sure I'll do some off stream as well. So I will be back on Friday with Final Fantasy VI, okay? And depending on how I'm feeling next week, maybe I'll go for another 10 stream on Wednesday. As a little optional. I keep saying optional. It's not really optional. They're all optional. Bonus. That's it. A bonus stream. So, I mean, if you guys are happy to watch the grind, that is. It's not like we're getting through some fun story sections or anything right now. Always feels a bit awkward just streaming grinds, but It is Final Fantasy, so it's an important part of it. Oh, Steve, don't you make me jealous, man. I'd love to be able to turn on double encounters and turbo speed. Okay, Rog, thank you. Yeah, thanks, Shadow and everybody. Skepsis, Elijah, Dark, Mute. Who else can I see? Welsh Rabbit, Steve, Red Mario, of course, and Paige. Yeah, and good luck with the grind, Dad, as you carry on trying to finish up. Yeah, cheers, everybody. Glad to have been able to do so for you, Dad. Yeah, see you later, Snake. Alright, take care, everyone. So I'll be back on Friday if you can join me for FF6. We'll keep pushing through our walkthrough with that. And until then, have a great day. Cheers, Welsh Michael. Take care, everyone. Bye.